What's up, people? Back again with another video. Yeah, I gotta get a shave, a haircut, and stuff. I know I'm gonna get myself in order. But we're gonna talk about something, and we're gonna talk about Mr. Floyd Mayweather. And Mr. Floyd Mayweather said that he put up a Instagram post, I believe it was, an Instagram post in which he tried to show that BoxRec shows him as the greatest fighter of all time, which is not true. That's not what BoxRec put up. Okay? He put the title greatest fighter of all time. Actually, it's BoxRec's pound for pound rankings, which I can show you right here. It's the pound for pound rankings right there. And he just happens to be at the top, and Manny Pacquiao happens to be just below him. So, Floyd Mayweather is pound for pound number one in the world according to BoxRec of all time. Right? The number one pound for pound fighter of all time, and Manny Pacquiao is the number two pound for pound fighter of all time. Okay? And why this is interesting is because we've been talking about Manny Pacquiao and him being the greatest of all time, and Floyd decided to ride off of that. But here's the other interesting thing. If you say that the number one pound for pound fighter of all time faces the number two pound for pound fighter of all time for the number one pound for pound fighter of all time, that makes for a good fight, doesn't it? And so I still think that Maypac 2 is possible, very possible next year. Somewhere around maybe the end of next year, I think Maypac could happen. Because I know Jeff Mayweather said, Floyd hasn't been boxing in a while, and the clip we saw with him on the speed bag was actually an old clip. But I'm just saying that you see Floyd toing and froing with different people. He's to and froing with Conor McGregor. He's to and froing with Manny Pacquiao. I just have a feeling that he's trying to get those two most lucrative fights he's ever had in his career on. And I don't think he's going to fight Conor McGregor again. I'll tell you why. One, Conor McGregor hasn't won a fight or anything since that time, right? He hasn't done anything spectacular. But Manny Pacquiao has done an extremely spectacular thing. I think it's the best win of his career, actually. I'll tell you why it's the best win of his career. There's no real asterisk on Keith Thurman. You can't say that Keith Thurman, man, he wasn't boxing for years, he still had ring rust. You can't say that because he faced Jose Cito Lopez that got off the ring rust, right? So you can't say that. Keith Thurman was the number one welterweight in the world not too long ago. I think it was 2016 or 2017, he was the number one welterweight in the world. Okay, got injured, came back from his injury, and the next fight after his tune-up fight, he faced Manny Pacquiao. And people can make excuses how much they want to, all right, for Keith Thurman not being able to back up what he said. But at the end of the day, Keith Thurman lost to Manny Pacquiao. He lost to a 40-year-old guy with T-Rex arms that he said, there's no way, we're going to wash him out. I listened to Timothy Bradley talk. I listened to, all these other boxers talk. Timothy Bradley, you got your ass handed to you twice, man. Twice. So don't tell me about no old Pacquiao. Okay, you did beat him the first fight, but you got beat twice. You got dropped twice in the third fight. So don't tell us about an old Pacquiao when you got your ass beat by him. Okay. Everybody, Jesse Vargas said he was going to beat Manny Pacquiao, got dropped. Adrian Broner said, I'm going to go in and whoop his ass. I'm going to fuck him up. And he got beat, like unanimously. All right. Keith Thurman came and said, nobody with T-Rex arms, no 40-year-old guy's going to beat me. And he got beat. Okay? Okay? That's just facts. Say what you want. That's facts. There's something about Pacquiao these guys have not factored in when they face him. All right? Floyd, Floyd didn't take it for granted at all because he knew what he was facing. The rest of the guys, Timothy Bradley thought he knew what he was facing. Right? The rest of the guys, Pacquiao beat everybody else. Okay? The only guys he didn't beat were Chacha Sasakul. What the fuck am I talking about? Sorry, Wrong Visai. No, not Wrong Visai. What the fuck am I talking about? Wrong Visai beat Chocolatito. Shit, I can't remember the names right now. I'm sorry about that. But there are two names of the guys in the Philippines, and both times he got beat, he couldn't make weight. That should tell you something, right? I'm just saying. There's excuses, I know, but it's still something that you have to bear in mind. He didn't make weight. That's why he got his ass beat. Both hit him with body shots. Pacquiao, you can hit him with how many body shots you want. you realize he ain't going nowhere. Which means Pacquiao, I think once he's healthy, or reasonably healthy, is a handful for everybody else. Now people talking about Errol Spence will beat Pacquiao. We've heard this before, folks. We've heard this before. Errol Spence will beat Pacquiao. Sean Porter will beat Pacquiao. Terrence Crawford will beat Pacquiao. Until I see it with my eyes, I'm not voting against Pacquiao like that. Right? Even when Mayweather, I knew Mayweather would beat Pacquiao. I had to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? Even now, especially if Mayweather faces Pacquiao again, I had to see the fight to know, because this Pacquiao looks tremendous. Okay? And the thing about it is, yes, this is the caveat to the whole thing. At this age in your career, you don't want to be taking them kind of punishment and shots. It's going to affect you later on in your career. It's going to affect you later on in your life. All right? So in that respect, I agree 100%. And when Keith Thurman landed on Pacquiao, I know it had an effect on him. Even though he's moving around real cool and stuff now, them injuries going to present themselves later on in his life. Okay? For sure. But what I want to say is that, if Pacquiao want to go straight for the fire, dude, this man got everything. I agree with Lamont Brewster. This man has everything to beat anybody right now in the welterweight division. And if they keep on underestimating him, he going to not only beat them, he going to drop their ass, okay? Because Pacquiao has dropped Jesse Vargas. These guys know. They thought they knew. Chris Algieri. They thought they knew what it was doing, right? He dropped Timothy Bradley. And he dropped Keith Thurman, okay? The only reason he didn't drop Adrian Broner is because Adrian Broner know how to lock you up. He know how to tie you up, okay? And to Adrian Broner's credit, his movement in the ring and his quickness also sort of offset a lot of things Pacquiao wanted to do. So Pacquiao didn't look the most stellar in the world. He was missing a lot of shots and shit. But at the end of the day, Pacquiao stopped Lucas Matisse. Lucas Matisse was the WBA regular champion. Okay, that's how Pacquiao got the regular champion belt. Matisse finally winning some kind of championship belt. Okay, and Matisse was coming off of the Victor Postol loss. Let's be real. Yeah, he beat John Molina Jr. Yeah, he beat the other guy to get the title. But I mean, he was coming off the Victor Postol loss. But nonetheless, the point is, when you look at what Pacquiao has been doing with guys, it doesn't matter what you say. All right. And I'm gonna highlight this again. You look at the highlight reels. Pacquiao got to Floyd Mayweather twice in round 4 and round 6. He got to him. Of course, he landed a number of little combinational punches during rounds, like round 8. Okay, like round 10, he landed some stuff on Floyd. All right, Floyd was coming in for the kill. Pacquiao hit him a 1-2, boom, boom, and moved out of the way. You know what I'm saying? That's Pacquiao. You can't beat him in trade-offs. Okay, he real quick in the mid-range. Mid-range is his territory. So you play around with him. I'm telling you, man, I don't care who you talk about. You can talk about Errol Spence. You can talk about whoever. They're going to have a hard time with Pacquiao. Terrence Crawford, too. They're going to have a hard time. And we saw Terrence Crawford had a hard time with Gamboa. Oh, shit, he's going to have a triply hard time with Pacquiao. So y'all talking about Terrence Crawford and stuff, he's unproven at welterweight, in my opinion. I just don't see. I see Pacquiao could beat all them guys because he got the experience. He got it. Yes, he tires out in the later rounds, or he doesn't have that momentum like he needs, and he has to get a second win and shit like that. And yes, he gets tagged up. But the point is, bearing injury. What I mean by injury, I mean long-term injury effects. This guy want to fight the best, right? I don't have a problem with Pacquiao facing Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford or Sean Porter because I know his style is such. Sean Porter gonna give him trouble though. His style is such though that he basically offsets what you're trying to do to him. If he just stays put in the ring and he doesn't move around, yeah, you can have him. He's like a punching bag, but he does not stay put. He moves around. I mean, I guess Keith Thurman, he kind of settled down and put his high guard up, and Keith Thurman got a couple shots in. But I'm just saying, he's not easy to hit. Ask Keith Thurman. He's not easy to hit. He's not this dude that you, I'm gonna get my shots in. No. He's not. Anyways, man, I know this was about Floyd showing the information, but I'm just saying this Maypac 2 might happen. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed and I'm watching to see how events progress as time goes along. Floyd, if he's retired from boxing, it's cool too. But I'm just saying, it looks interesting. That's all I'm saying. All right, you guys have a good one.